This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. When you want to make the most of your vacation, book with United. They're an airline that cares about your travels as much as you do. United is transforming the flying experience with Bluetooth connectivity, screens, power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to help fit everyone's bag. And with their app, you can skip the bag check line, get live updates, and more. Change the way you fly. Book your next trip today at united.com.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a one-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
This is Optimal Health Daily. Your gut bacteria don't like junk food, even if you do, by Tim Spector with bluezones.com. And I'm Dr. Neil. Hey there, happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I act as your narrator of the best health and fitness blogs, all for free, and always with my commentary at the end. For now, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Your gut bacteria don't like junk food, even if you do, by Tim Spector with bluezones.com. When Morgan Spurlock famously spent a month eating large portions of McDonald's for the purposes of his documentary Supersize Me, he gained weight, damaged his liver, and claimed to have suffered addictive withdrawal symptoms. This was attributed to the toxic mix of carbs and fat plus the added chemicals and preservatives in junk foods. But could there be another explanation? We may have forgotten others who really don't enjoy fast food. These are the poor creatures that live in the dark in our guts. These are the 100 trillion microbes that outnumber our total human cells 10 to 1 and digest our food, provide many vitamins and nutrients, and keep us healthy. Until recently, we have viewed them as harmful. But those harmful bacteria like Salmonella are a tiny minority, and most are essential for us. Studies in lab mice have shown that when fed an intensive, high-fat diet, their microbes change dramatically and for the worse. This can be partly prevented by using probiotics, but there are obvious differences between us and lab mice, as well as our natural microbes. Researchers recently studied those who ate a traditional African diet high in beans and vegetables and swapped their diet with one resembling a U.S. diet, one high in fat and animal proteins and low in dietary fiber. They also had African Americans eat the more traditional African diet. They found that Africans fared worse on American-style food. Their metabolisms changed to a diabetic and unhealthy profile within just 2 weeks. The African Americans instead had lower markers for colon cancer risk. Tests of both groups showed very different microbiomes, the populations of microbes in their guts. Home testing. Surprisingly, no one has specifically investigated the effect of junk food on Westerners from the perspective of the microbiome. For the sake of science and research for my book, The Diet Myth, I have been experimenting with several unusual diets and recorded their effects on my gut microbes. These include fasting, a colonoscopy diet, and an intensive, unpasteurized French cheese diet. My son, Tom, a final year student of genetics at the University of Aberystwyth, suggested an additional crucial experiment to track the microbes as they changed from an average Western diet to an intensive fast food diet for over a week. I wasn't the ideal subject since I was no longer on an average diet, but Tom, who like most students enjoyed his fast food, was. So he agreed to be the guinea pig on the basis that I paid for all his meals and he could analyze and write up his results for his dissertation. The plan was to eat all his meals at the local McDonald's for 10 days. He was able to eat either a Big Mac or chicken nuggets, plus fries and a Coke. For extra vitamins, he was allowed beer and crisps in the evening. He would collect fecal samples before, during, and after his diet and send them to 3 different labs to check consistency. Tom started in high spirits, and many of his fellow students were jealous of his unlimited junk food budget. As he put it, quote, "I felt good for 3 days, then slowly went downhill. I became more lethargic, and by a week, my friends thought I had gone a strange gray color. The last few days were a real struggle. I felt really unwell, but definitely had no addictive withdrawal symptoms, and when I finally finished, I rushed, uncharacteristically, to the shops to get some salad and fruit." End quote. While it was clear the intensive diet had made him feel temporarily unwell, we had to wait a few months for the results to come back. The results came from Cornell University in the US and the crowd-funded British Gut Project, which allows people to get their microbiome tested with the results shared on the web for anyone to analyze. They all told the same story. Tom's community of gut microbes, called the microbiome, had been devastated. Tom's gut had seen massive shifts in his common microbe groups for reasons that are still unclear. Firmicutes were replaced with Bacteroidetes as the dominant type, while friendly bifidobacteria that suppress inflammation were halved. However, the clearest marker of an unhealthy gut is losing species diversity, and after just a few days, Tom had lost an estimated 1,400 species, nearly 40% of his total. The changes persisted, and even 2 weeks after the diet, his microbes had not recovered. Loss of diversity is a universal sign of ill health in the guts of obese and those that are diabetic, and triggers a range of immunity problems in lab mice. That junk food is bad for you is not news, but knowing that it decimates our gut microbes to such an extent and so quickly is worrying. Many people eat fast food on a regular basis, and even if they don't get fat from the calories, the body's metabolism and immune system are suffering via the effects on the microbes. We rely on our bacteria to produce much of our essential nutrients and vitamins, while they rely on us, eating plants and fruits, to provide them with energy and to produce healthy chemicals which keep our immune system working normally. We are unlikely to stop people eating fast food, but the devastating effects on our microbes and our long-term health could possibly be mitigated if we also eat foods which our microbes love, like probiotics, think yogurt, root vegetables, nuts, olives, and high-fiber foods. What they seem to crave, above all else, is food diversity, and a slice of tomato on the burger just isn't enough. You just listened to the post titled, "Your Gut Bacteria Don't Like Junk Food, Even If You Do," by Tim Spector with bluezones.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. While we can't control every aspect of our future health, we can be proactive about it. That's why I'm excited about my experience with 23andMe Plus Total Health. This isn't just another health service. It's a comprehensive longevity platform that gives you insights you typically wouldn't get from traditional healthcare. I recently joined, and what excites me most is how it combines advanced genetic screening with regular blood testing throughout the year. What sets this apart is having clinicians with specialized genetics training who help create a personalized preventive health plan. I'm particularly fascinated by their biological age feature, which tells you how old you really are based on your internal biomarkers. And the best part? Unlike your calendar age, this number could actually decrease with lifestyle changes. So advocate for your health today. Go to 23andme.com/OHD for your limited time offer. That's 23andme.com/OHD.
And here we have travelers in their natural habitat enjoying guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout at fine hotels and resorts booked through Amex Travel, and they don't even see what's coming at them.
We're in. We got the table.
Yep, with Resi Priority Notify, they're alerted when hard-to-get reservations open up.
Reservation for 2? Save the best for last.
Thanks to Amex Platinum, the last day vacation brings yet another experience. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked this question. How can I reset my gut microbiome? Meaning, how can I replace the good bacteria in my intestines and help make sure that I have a diverse set of bacteria in my intestines? My answer is always the same. Eat more dietary fiber. Eat foods like berries, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. Why? It's because after our bodies break down these food sources of dietary fiber, what's left acts as fuel for our good bacteria. They use these leftovers to grow and create more diverse species of good bacteria. This is what we want to have happen. Remember at the beginning of the post, Tim said that when mice were given a high-fat diet, it changed their gut microbiome for the worse? Well, human studies are showing similar results. In fact, this is something I worry about when people follow the ketogenic diet just for fun. The ketogenic diet requires that folks consume about 70% of their calories from fat. A potential side effect to this could be fewer numbers of and less diverse good bacteria in the intestines. This is, in fact, what some studies are finding. So if you want a healthy microbiome, think about adding some food sources of dietary fiber into your diet. For those that identify as female, aim for about 25 grams of dietary fiber from food each day. For those that identify as male, aim for about 35 grams of dietary fiber from food each day. This is likely the most effective way to keep your gut microbiome healthy. All right, that'll do it from me for today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Sunday show and where your optimal life awaits.